It's already going to be seeing games start now, so pistol round coming in. And like I say, I'm expecting to see this to be close, really. And for me personally, once again, Kashi's definitely got to step up this match. Got to do more than his last in these group stages and smokes. Already coming onto the A site, and already Kremer and Ollie inflicting damage. And 2 CTs of Snark still stuck in that B site.
A little bit of spinball when he was planting the bomb, and now a player's coming in to retake. They're having a 4 versus 3 hold here. The T's are not in the best position ever. They're closed up, but they're getting the kills left and right. But Dixie's there to reply, but Kramer's there and says no, as it's only BTF. Well, last alive, he has no kit, only armor, and needs to find his kill quickly because the bomb is ticking away on his first track. He knows one is in main, he knows one is in quad, and I think he is going to back off, save a little bit of armor, and use that in towards the next round.
Yeah, 100% of armor there, so that's something at least when you do go into that force buy, you're not going to have to spend a large amount, only 350 for the helmet to just prevent them dinks, so that's pretty good for him, but like I say, not really that great overall for Snark there. You really want to start closing pistol rounds out, you don't want to be throwing them away. They're quite easy rounds to take, there's no disadvantage there realistically. It's pretty much all about the aim duels, and are we seeing a timeout right now?
Yep, they one player timed out already on the Snark Esports side, so they we see a player disconnect pretty soon. Guess I don't know which one it is, but
yeah,
coming a bit.
Not really sure what's going on right now, but I'm guessing it's technical. Well, you normally see that coming in.
Yeah, well, if he's not able to connect, then it's fine. And overall, yeah, the pistol round, as you just said, it's like one really want to take and really challenge for it. Even though if it's only like 1 versus 3, it's really hard to get back from it and get into it. But then again, the save was logical to do because the bomb was really far away. The T's were in a very good afterplay position. He had no kit, which is the most turning point. Because if you have a kit at that specific moment, you know what true people are. So you can force those kills out. And then the third player would also need to go for a refrag, or at least go for an information peek, and you know where they are, and you can go for really crisp, fast headshots if you have the aim and confidence to do that. Yeah. But then, of course, you need a kit to do it. So, at that specific moment, Snark didn't have it. They will just go for the save, as we're just waiting until the second round starting.
Yeah, like you say as well, and also the lack of information that he had. He was aware to some extent, but really, in that 1 versus 3, you're not really going to have all the information that you're going to want. And like I was just saying, pistol rounds, there's no disadvantage there. Yes, you can have different utility setups, etc. But they're the most basic of Counter-Strike rounds. And like you said as well and touched on, if you do start losing that, it does go to that 3-0. You've got no momentum to come in. And yeah, it can be difficult to pick up, but this kind of level of play, normally you do seem to see teams, so you can even see the trade out on the second round potentially, Cash not always a one to favour that, but if you do stack a site correctly, especially the A site, that's a favourable one for that. You can always take that back and lead it 1-1, and that really does shut down the opposition's economy quite quickly. So if Snark can do that, they really can damage Lucent. As you can see, they're fully invested into AKs as well.
Do you think as how the setup from Snark will work to go and push towards a site and just stack it? Because as the second round, you mostly won't really stack a site, as you maybe would go for an early push towards each site to know where they're going to be playing from, or at least snatch and grab a gun. But otherwise, I would just say play it off picks and just go on crossfires. Maybe put one player defensively on A and let's retake it with pistols, and then just commit towards the B bomb site. Or say we focus up mid, putting up like 4 or 3 people there, and don't let them get mid control. But as you said, Lucent getting 4 AKs, 1 scout. If they lose this, they're losing a lot of utility and money, at least their weapons. As the scout comes in, and well, both kills are really picked up in towards mid. The mid aggression has been stopped from the CTs. As well, just in a couple seconds into the round, and already 2 players are dead. Kramer comes in, well, he finds one. Uses to get the second, goes for the taps, and just plays it perfectly, gets the tap as well. BTF is once again Left alive. He finds the dig though.
Oh, going to be instantly traded out by Kremer though. Finds himself a 3k as well, just to add to the damage towards Snark. And yeah, we talked about that just last night as well. You know, with them AK buys into the second round, yes, you have the economy for it, but also on the opposite side of the coin, you know, you if you do throw away just even one of them weapons, it can give your CTs such a big like power play if you've got a decent fragger, and you know, can even inflict more damage. But already the A site being pushed, and DTJ only finding one, but such a quick round there, in fact.
I don't know how they got a team kill there.
Yeah, I did see that actually. I'm not too sure. Something to look back on. I'm not. Yeah.
I think there's a panic shot somewhere. I don't know what happened, but I think that happened towards the moment the guy jumped out of main. He tried to flick, and then I think he flicked on his teammate. And then you hit your teammate, and he's already tacked up to 20 HP. One bullet should be fine. As booster comes in, BWP picked up, but well, one player boost up, and that is done for Experience. And well, DTF wants to get in it as well, but also gets fragged, as it's already a 3 versus 5, and Snark Esports already giving too much advantage away for Lucent Esports.
Yeah, really, 3 versus 5, and not really all that much Snark can really do right now, you know. Lasco, UMP, only man on A as well, but the bomb is going to start proceeding towards that B site, so kind of the short straw for Lucent there. Don't really know where these players are positioned all that much, and yeah, definitely committed towards the B side. They do have UC up on mid as well, so that does give them an area of rotation if they do want to fall back from this. But Restart actually going for the info pick into B main. Does spout one, tries to go for the second, but that's going to be found by Kashi. Just leaves Dixie remaining. Now, Kashi, half HP, quite an easy frag to Dixie to find, but isn't going to find Ollie. Leading it all down to Lasco now. UMP in hand, does have a flashbang and a grenade to work with, but already smoked out. Can't really go for that angle up on Heaven either. It's very, very difficult to play with that UMP, so maybe if he had an M4 in this situation, could try at least something, but actually going to find the AWP. Unfortunately, doesn't find that frag onto DTJ, just legs him there. Just return that onto Ollie though, so that's at least something. If you can find more, that'd be even better. And certainly is going to try to. But you see, already finding that. Finds himself the 3k as well to give Lucent a 4th round on the board.
And it was like they wanted to go and hunt him, knowing that he has an AWP. You won't want to give it that as a save. They had 4 people alive. They knew his position. Why not go and hunt him? It worked out in the end. Killing him, not going for double up, as I just picked up the up that died from mid. So it should be fine from there, as Lucent has 4 rounds on the board. They know they're going to walk into a pistol buy. They're just going to play up a default. See if anybody but Snark Esports want to push into it, guys. Yossi has been tagged up. Raymond wants to look in towards A. Doesn't really get anything, as meanwhile on the B bomb site, Dixie gets challenged. Tries to deke, but doesn't really find. But BTF meanwhile finds Yossi, as Kramer is in replying, but Sama on the B bomb side gets one. Restart. It's actually in a good position. Gets a Sama there, as it's a 3 versus 3 now. But Kramer has the A bomb site locked down.
Yeah, he's already... Well, there we go as well. Just as I was about to say, he's already in a great position to try and defend off any kind of retake. But that's one now for Koi. So, potential for doing at least some damage. But, just drops down there, Kremer. Not going to be able to find that. Could have found an easy pick there, but just falls away. Maybe hears the footsteps. Doesn't actually though. He's still focused on main, so this could be a frag for Koi if he peeks it, but whether he will do doesn't timely enough. And well, Kremer, another 3k for him, and another clean round for Lucent pretty much. Some damage done though from Snark.
I was just about to say, like, how do you have different names because you have the other layout?
Yeah.
I was like about to say, I was like, if my screen is Xperia, but it's like,
Yeah.
okay, well, fair enough. Well, fine. It's yeah, just call him Koi, I guess.
Yeah, we'll call him Koi. Yeah. Sorry.
Fair enough. But Lucent getting 5 rounds, already showing true dominance here as Snarks is picking up that double AWP. Let's see if that actually is an answer for them. BTF in a good position. Can't see that here, but DTJ is way too good and way too fast as Lasco comes in, gets the spray a little bit messy, but gets the kill, and Xperia also gets Ollie. As it's now a 3 versus 4 to get into the side, and then they just got the plan. And another kill comes, Xperia also gets the second. As Jay gets a third of a round, and all these positions are pretty good as Yoshi gets 1 kill. Well, DTJ now missing a shot, but then Dixie will be found with an 8 in hand. And, well, that is just the same thing when your mom opens the door and you're found with something in your hand. Yes, it's 6-0 now as Snark is nowhere to be found on the server.
Yeah, they're doing little amounts of damage, pockets of damage I would even refer it to, you know, not enough to start damaging economy. Just look at that, you see 10k already, really starting to build the bank, and this is where Snark needs to step up, start taking down that economy run. They want a decent ARP already. DTJ finding damage onto BTF, and now really the round's starting to close out for Snark, and it's going to be found in that Molotov. And all down to Lasco to try and wade off Lucent. Does find one onto Ollie though, but that certainly took some time. And just over peaks that, doesn't actually spot the head of Kremer. And he's just going to scan over that and does get found. So all down to Dixie once again. And it just seems like from a lot of these games that we've seen throughout these group stages, it's been a one-man kind of band at the end of these rounds. And Dixie already looking to be that man for Snark. You see though, actually trying to hunt him down right now. Not going to start pushing though, just waiting for the rotation through to try and close him off. But Dixie does see his shoulder. He's waiting for the head though. Doesn't actually find the head, but does eventually find the frag. And, well, gets caught with his pants down. Had to reload there. Well, 7-0 to Lucent. And, well, as you said, Snark seemingly distant from the server now. Really not able to find anything, but they are still investing in this double up. Lasco and Xperia picking that up. So, potential for something big to happen in this round for them. If they can put them ups in the right places, find the right flags, and actually going to boost over that smoke, but just not in the perfect position. Can't see the legs of the Lucent players up there, unfortunately, for him. But Lasco actually does miss that shot, and that's a lot of info given away now. For
Lucent need to find something though. Oh, they don't actually, as Sama goes for a way too wide peak. It was an AWP of Sama. Well, that's something that shouldn't be happening though. It's where you want to go for. As they don't look like they want to set up anything. They want to get a first frag. Well, there you go. Yeah, gets one on BTF, but that opens up mid. You know there's still an AWP towards A. You know there's still another AWP into play, so that should probably also go towards B. So which side you want to go for now? Do you want to go for a fake, go for a setup? You have one player that you see that has a good mid hold, so any rotations he can find, but I think Dixie has the idea that maybe a player would go from mid into connector.
Yeah, so if UC does go through that, Dixie's already on it, but if the rest of the Lucent can kind of pry them Dixie away, which they do with that smoke, it isn't going to be found though. That flashbang working out perfectly for them. Restart in checkers, only good for one onto Kremer, but let's be stepping up, finds Ollie, but DTJ still has the bomb. That nade though doesn't actually find him, does go further, but UC already rotating in, gonna find that and also clean up the round. Actually DTJ just finding that with the Molotov, but pretty much UC's handiwork there. But again, 8-0 for Lucent, another round on the board and another loss for Snark. Really, they're just not sure what to do by the looks of things. The setups aren't really all that bad. There's no kind of issue there, and they are going to call a timeout here, just trying to work through things by the looks of things. And you know, it's just difficult for them when it comes down to them aim duels. Are just not able to commit correctly in some cases. They are finding some, but really, it's just coming down to the positioning. Like, you see there, Dixie was aware of the potential for that. They knew they hadn't had mid for a while. They knew the potential that a player could have pushed up there, like UC, but then forgot about it completely and just allowed them to swarm. So, yeah, unfortunate for Snark there. They had the right ideas, but unfortunately, just not the right setup at the time.
No, like I think this has played it normally the moment they get into towards the site. Then they get the first frag on towards the guy that's flashed. Then another guy gets the refrag on towards checkers. You kill him really fast. And then they're like, okay, we need to step up the pace because they're coming into a rotation. And then they just walk on towards the site and they don't even check heaven. So, well, then the first guy gets killed. Then he shoulder baits perfectly. Then he tags up the second player. And then UC was still in mid. At that position, they're like really panicking. It's that UC still kept it calm and didn't really like force his way towards mid and just make noise. He would like stay calm and get both of those kills. But in the end, that could have gone the way for Snark if they would just push up towards the site and just outplay UC altogether by not giving many kills off his flank.
Yeah, you did see Dixie push through. The smoke came in. He was aware that he can't sit there. If he sits there, then it's pretty much a lost round for Snark at that point, and it's going to be down to 2 players. So that was the right idea for him, but unfortunately the flashbang just completely decimated that. He could have actually done a lot of damage towards Lucent as they did a grass through B main, but again, just unfortunate in some scenarios, but could definitely be better for Snark. And as you say, kind of a little bit scared of pushing too far into the sites on the retakes, but already Lasco going to be the man to be tested once again on this A site. They really do favour just having him hold there and waiting for somebody to rotate onto that position. And already shots coming out, a lot of missed ones though, nothing connected, but Experian does find one now onto DTJ, but whether he can find a second doesn't do so indeed. Ollie already finding that now. And Lasco definitely supported. They're not leaving him there marooned on the A site. So, but 2 versus 4, looking at an unlikely round. And as I say that, Lasco steps up, finds himself 2 now. And the bomb though, still on the B site. He's got to rotate through. Does have armor to work with and a Molotov. But still a lot of late round utility both on Kashi and UC. This is going to make his life a hell of a lot harder right now for Lasco. So whether they can actually find something.
That's the question though. Lasco needs to use his Molotov pretty precisely. He knows the first person. Has any ID? Does he know the second person is there as well? Yes, they know it.
There we go.
But then I know it is position. He goes out with a nade. But UC with the perfect timing able to find the hat shot. And bringing it 9-0. And Lucent Esports just way too confident and way too easy getting in towards this site.
Yeah, really there, what Lasco should have potentially have done is actually throw the Molotov first on the common backside, you know, just try and isolate that. It's a 2 versus 1. There's most likely going to be a player at least there. Or maybe his kind of thought was just, you know, there's probably somebody already pushing a position potentially into my CT through trees. So might as well try and go for it. But yeah, definitely the Molotov was kind of something, and a very good asset.
Let's go. Look at Let's Go.
Oh yeah, just behind the smoke right now. Does see the foot of UC. Does find it, but already traded out by Kremer. That could have been big actually. Fortunately only good for 1. Kind of gives Lucent an advantage there, of course. Means that they've got to split the sites, and already a lot of damage done to BTF. Does have the open hand though, so not really too much of an issue. Only good for 1 shot anyway. If he does land that, does guarantee them a frag. So, but yeah, following on really, Lasco, unfortunate last round, and that could have been the start for Snark coming into this spy. And again, they're going for this double up, but not really anything happening. And Dixie right to check highway. Missed shots, but finally connects to Kremer. All down to him and BTF on this A site now as the push starts to come in. And
well, there you go. As DJ goes way too fast, but Dixie is there to reply, gets the kills. Knows where the last one is. 3 versus 1 now. Jay needs to keep the score up, but already flag is going in. He knows his dad goes with a CZ to go in. He finds the first frag, has 15 seconds to work with. He has the bomb, and now he goes towards door. He needs to find it 10 seconds, but it looks like he will just go for the save, and that means that Snark will get the first round.
Yeah, really though, Snark here, it's all come off the back of frags, and yes, that's good. It's a round on the board. That is what they need, granted, but whether that really secures them a position in further rounds is something that will just have to be seen, because you've got to think that's not a retake, and that they're the most difficult part, really. And that's what they've been struggling on the most. But if they can find early frags and try and slow Lucent down into their executes, there's potential for more rounds for them, really. But it's not really the most consistent strat in the book for a CT side. And restart already being found, in Dixie as well. That's an open B side now. And Snark looking to go for the save potentially here. Don't have the money to invest, and actually just lost a player as well. So they're just gonna maybe say, yeah, definitely gonna save this. Play for exits though, by the looks of thing. Lasco already finding one. That's gonna be an AWP in hand for him now. So that is good to see. So that AWP investment kind of a null for them. Pretty much they do eventually recover one more. So it's kind of equal. And again, no damage done towards Lucent. Like I said, just pockets of damage throughout these rounds. Only DTJ found. Actually, though, Lasco finding Ollie there as he does fall out, and the potential for another, but a clean, crisp dink from Kashi. Was that Kremer, actually? Sorry, that's Kremer. My bad. Yeah. Oh, no, it was Kashi. My bad. Completely all over the place there. But, yeah, Snark, a player down again. Going to have to call timeout here, so I'm not really too sure. Potentially that's part of the puzzle right now for them. Maybe having connection issues or something of the sort. And they're actually going to go into this round with a player missing. So,
rage quit? Question mark?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm pretty sure they've only used 2 timeouts. So, is that potential for a rage quit? I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's only 2 timeouts though that they've actually used. At maximum, that's all we've seen. So.
Yeah, well, BTF going for the first kill, and well, restart as well as it goes 4 versus 5. Works out for Snark Esports. Well, they're now on Lucent wants to get refrag, and that's the question. Where will they find it? As BTF get to find some kills his own. Getting towards mid, looks anywhere, but Kramer's still in a good position. Dixie returned towards the server. Now the bomb is still towards garage. They can do anything. They have 1 minute on the clock to work with. Kramer wants to find this kill, but doesn't connect every shot, and attacks up BTF to 32 HP. Now they need to make a play as Kramer comes in towards short. The Molotov from his teammate will block off connector. Now towards the ticket booth.
Quite a good position.
Find a kill though.
Yeah, quite a good position, but he's got to find something early. You can see the setup right now. Lasco going to actually check. Not going to be seen, though. And BTF on car as well. So, kind of a tricky one for him, but ready coming in. And that's the bomb down courtesy of Lasco. And that's where Kremer executes from. But 1 versus 2 now. The experience does find DTJ. And, well, Snark going to post the second round. Yeah, definitely better than what we've seen before from them. So a very nice setup as well, I must say. BTF and Lasco working quite well there. They were aware that there could be a highway present. Again, they are quite aware of where Lucent are kind of playing. They're very, very dynamic with that, but it just seems that they can't get the right position to counter the mid kind of presence. So that is their main issue right now.
Yeah, it's already early utility has been pulled up towards B, so they will leave that. Oh well, a missed shot from the AWP there on the CT side, which will force him away, and Kashi finds the first kill on BTF, and that means let's go and take mid control. And they do heavily with 3 people forcing one player towards Vents, two player looking to go towards Highway. That maybe means that they want to go for a setup, and then Experience is there, misses his shot, and Yuzi is going out, getting the kill and getting the second as well. But Dixie is there to reply, but Kashi is there to trade, as Restart is the one left alive, and maybe, just maybe, he can do it, or is it a better plan to just save it?
Yeah, Lasco actually there was on the A side, but he was actually homed in on the floor. He was really eyeing that up, and I'm assuming there's going to be a disconnect from him. He's had troubles already, so I'm not really sure what the plan is for Snark here, really. You know, they didn't time out just the round before that, so I'm not really sure what's going on. Actually, yeah, there we go. There's Lasco gone, so I think it was Dixie before, if I'm correct.
Dixie just disconnected from the server, and this is another timeout. I don't know what's happening, but Snark needs to sort it out.
Yeah, because we've seen Dixie go now twice, and now Lasco's gone. So potentially server troubles. I don't really know. We've not had this yet throughout these group stages, so I'm not really sure what's going on for Snark right now. But neither do I know what's going on right now for them in terms of the rounds 11 to 12. 11 to 2, sorry, in favour of Lucent. Really, really large difference there for them, and it's going to be difficult. Only 2 rounds left, including this one of the half, so potential to go 4 to 11, but their economy going to be meaning that they do have to eco through this, so, and still waiting on Lasco to reconnect, so not really all that sure what they're going to be able to do with this round, and it's a case of will Lasco kind of reconnect in time? Not really too sure on that, but definitely some issues for Snark right now, technical as it is, but also tactical, real issues for them on the CT half. But we see it throughout these group stages, you know, teams really finding dominance on their T halves, and that's kind of been the strange occurrence where you kind of find teams are better on CT on certain maps. It's just been an absolute role reversal throughout these group stages, and we've seen these massive differences be closed out. Doesn't normally end in a game win for the team that's had that difference, of course, but really does come to the wire, and I definitely expected something closer from this half than what we are seeing right now. So potentially Snark could actually find some more rounds, and hopefully they do so, but Lasco still not connected to the server right now for them.
Well, he does, but he went to the different team, as that means he will die, and now we probably need force restart. Lasco is dead on the ground.
It's kind of like the scoreline right now, really. That's kind of the narrative. Really tough stuff for Snark.
Oh, well, okay. I see the chat, and they actually want to go 4 versus 5. They don't really care. They don't want to restart. They just want to get it over with on Snark Esports side. I think they have given up, as Lucent is way too strong for them to give anything up. And I think, well, Snark can do it if they just get 2 more rounds. But, like, okay, yeah, you have to force every single round in towards a pistol and some nades, but then try and make a play. Force out towards any side, just push up main, get a squeaky position or anything like that. But instead, they're just gonna play default, and that Molotov will get a player out, and will also be the first kill. Kashi gets dinged though, as DTJ gets pushed by restart, but we'll find a frag as BTF, and Dixie's the one to do it with the deagles in hand. Is towards B and BTF towards A. Find the kills. Lucent still playing respectively slow to find these kills. Not giving up too much as BTF finds the first one. Kramer there to reply. Dixie now gonna fly out, but Kramer all there in a perfect position and makes it 12 to 2 as Lucent Esports just destroying Snark Esports into the ground.
Yeah, as you were saying as well about them wanting to play 4-5, like 4 versus 5 that round, that's kind of interesting, right? Snark right now, both of these teams are battling for playoffs. They're both 1-0 in their relative group, so to why they'd want to throw away rounds when I'm sure the admins would be happy to solve the issue is something that's kind of beyond me, and already Ollie through the smoke finds one onto Snark and does get returned though, and that goes in Snark's favour now. 4 versus 3 to them. And Kremer already positioned out behind the smoke in A main, but he's played such a great role for Lucent in these kind of positions, and just waits out. They just play slow throughout, and then suddenly Kremer or UC kind of goes into an explosive position and does find frags, but already getting tagged by the scout of BTF there does lead him to 14 HP, so not really all much he can do now, unfortunately, but gonna try his best. Doesn't find Lasco. He is going to be found, and now 1 versus 4 for DTJ. Open hand, no, low utility to work with, but could actually, it really does want to go for this. Start to shut them down, you know, break that economy. Don't give them.
Well, there's not really economy to break. It's the last round.
Oh yeah, 50 rounds. Sorry, my bad. I thought there was an extra round there. I thought we were on 14th, but.
Gets stacked up, gets the first kill. Last kill is dead, as now 35 HP to work with and 25 seconds on the clock as Restart gets dangerously close. As well, BTF is there to peek in, getting the scout kill, and Snark finally actually showing up on a round that matters. Well, it's the last round. Maybe also a little bit thrown away by Lucent there by just pushing mid carelessly, but in the end, Snark there to easy pick it up, and that's one of the most easiest round they ever gone in this match.
Yeah, certainly. Really dominant T though. Like Snark really only finding 3 rounds there. You can see only 1 defuse. So was that a time actually? No, that's a time running out. So yeah, that was when DTJ saved the AWP. So. Yeah, the rounds that they have found haven't been convincing whatsoever, unfortunately, for Snark. And then to throw away 3 rounds as well, where they can get a restart for Lasco. It's just illogical right now, and I'm not really sure what's going on their side. I would say that they are tilted, to say the least. They are feeling the pressure right now as this does decide. But you see that aggression already finding one onto Dixie. And that increases the tension for Snark. They really need to find something. Are going to find 2 there, and 3rd on to UC as well. Bomb is going to be proceeded to be planted. Now all down to DTJ and Ollie for Lucent, and seemingly a round that Snark can take now.
3 versus 2. They have to retake it. 1 towards main. Ollie is gonna peek into restart. He will be found as DTJ is the one less alive, and he has the clutch every single time. He has a kit to do it, so he knows where 1 player is, where the 2nd is, and he has an idea where the 3rd is as well. But there's a period way too fast and way too quick finding the headshot. And now Snark getting back into this as they're getting the pistol round. They're able to get 2 more rounds if the play is perfect. Then they need to grind it out and make it 12-12, and then potentially the match.
Yeah, they've got to pretty much find everything, and as you said before, got to force through everything pretty much. Everything in the power that they can do, you know, through these rounds that do proceed. Obviously, they do take the pistol round, so that's going to allow them to buy into this one. But any kind of case where do we force, do we not force, it's kind of needed whilst they close out this round difference. So, but a good start for them, for the T side. A very, very convincing pistol round. And, you know, one that could have gone horribly wrong. Yushi with that very, very early frag onto Dixie and A main. Could have really thrown things under the bus for Snark there, but do recover. And a very slow round from them. They're obviously aware of the pistol buy. Don't really want to push in too far, but does find one onto Ollie there. And that's kind of opening mid up now, as they do find Kremer as well. Now all down to Cash to try and deny it. Does find one exceeded, but not really enough. DTJ and UC now all down to them, and he does find the bomb carrier. Restart found. UC trying to find more, but not able to do so far onto Dixie. He's going to wait him out now in CT. There's going to be the bomb proceeded to be planted on the B side also. So now UC just trying to battle for frags right now. Not going to be able to be found out. BTF cleanly takes his head off just over the box. And wow, another round on the board for Snark. Maybe this could be the potential to start closing these rounds out for them. They can find this extra one after that. And actually, a Lucent player is just disconnected, so I'm really not sure what's going on. I've not seen so many player disconnects.
I just got I don't know if this is true, but Kramer's dad just turned off the internet.
Oh, okay. Nice.
That works.
Yeah, sure. If you, it's a way of disconnecting, I guess. Yeah, it's proficient at least. It's going to disconnect everything. So, well, why not?
Just restarting the router. Give me 1 second. I think we had this happen when I was casting ESL Benelux.
Really?
Yeah, it was before match start. It was like a decider match, which if a team would go through or not, and the team that had a disconnecting person had already a major point, like major penalty point. So if they get one more, they would have been disqualified. And then the guy came back on WhatsApp. On the Benelux WhatsApp, and he's like, "Yeah, guys, I can't join because my router just fried. His full internet capability just fried. He couldn't get anywhere, and so they're like, yeah, so then we will just use the stand-in." And the admin was like, "Yeah, sure, fine, that's fine. You can use the stand-in." And then they're like, "Yeah, but he is from England." And then they're like, "But you're already using one guy from England and one guy from Denmark." "Yeah, but can it be possible?" "No, that cannot be possible." "Okay, well, then we forfeit." "Yeah, and then you get a major penalty point and a disqualified." And I was
Brilliant.
I was sitting there, I was like, what am I watching? What's happening? I was like, I was drove in like an hour to go to the ESL studios, and I was like, ready for that match. And I was like, okay, let's go. And then we already had a delay of more than half an hour, and then just forfeited and disqualified for the whole tournament. I was like, okay, fair enough. It happens.
Yeah.
Just Benelux things, we say.
I guess if you router fries, that's kind of admittable, but your dad pulling the plug on the router? I'm wondering what the real story is behind the router frying scenario, though. Potentially, it could have been another parent pulling the plug or a sibling or something, and they didn't want to really admit that.
It's a different story in chat. Kramer's sister took a motorbike. Wait, give me a sec. Takes a motorbike to work, and his dad rollerblades behind her.
Oh,
so, like with a rope. So that's kind of cool. So they're gonna get a new router, I guess, at his work.
yeah. I guess they can go travel. So. I guess we're having almost story time here, whilst we wait for Kremer's dad to finally press the power button on the router, as the narrative goes at the moment that we've been said in chat. So, yeah, quite an interesting game to say the least. Snark with the disconnects, and now Kremer's dad, so finding us some more issues. So, yeah, quite an interesting start, I guess, to Lucent and Snark in this group stage. But like I say, this is kind of strange. As both of these teams are battling out for playoff, whoever actually finds this match actually goes through to playoffs. So yeah, it's kind of important for either. And to, like I said before, to see Snark kind of forfeit around with not having Lasco as the fifth when they could have got the restart, it's a little bit strange. And I'm not too sure what really went on for Snark. Looking a lot more confident in this T side, though, as they do find 2 rounds. So, and again, just waiting on the delay of Kremer's disconnect. So, yeah. Like I say, I see people asking in chat. Yeah, apparently Kremer's lost connection, according to the in-game chat story, due to Kremer's dad finding the plug on the internet and pulling it out of the socket. So, yeah, we're just waiting on him to finally put that back in to the socket to get Kremer back online. So, yeah.
That's why I have my router behind locked doors. Nobody can touch it.
Oh. Are you one of them real serious guys? Lock and pin on a little case for his router. Really not allowing anyone near that. High tech security.
Yeah, that's what. Basically, well, it's not that I have really secure internet here because I am in a very small town.
Oh,
then you have you have 3 packages you can get in the Netherlands with getting just like not the best internet, but it's like
Yeah.
And then you have like normal internet, what mostly everybody has, so you can just normally download, stream, and everything with it. And then you
Yeah.
have like the bigger internet if you really want to go high quality stream
Oh
and
yeah.
really upload high
Ooh.
stuff. And I'm like, okay, I want that.
I want the
want
big
that.
one.
I
want
want
the
the
big
big one.
The big
I,
one. The
like,
big
it's like
mighty.
you go to the store and you see the small teddy bear and the big teddy bear, and you're like, I want the big one.
You're
So,
like a kid in a candy shop, aren't
yeah,
you? Really, or a toy store
yeah.
with the teddy bears. Like, you know, I want the
Yeah,
biggest one.
exactly. Yeah. So I called them up. I'm like, yo, I want the biggest one you have. Can you fix that? He's like, yeah, sure, no problem. Just fill out the form on our website. Everything should be fine. I filled out the form on our website, and like my town, then got in Google Maps when it was like 2014. Then we only were on Google Maps. Before that, we weren't even on the map.
Yeah.
Like, that's how small my town is. So, yeah. So they're like, I put everything in, all my like information, and then I thought, okay, well, the guy said it was fine. I send it up, and then I get back. Yeah, I'm very sorry to say this, but we can't guarantee you this high speed in your town. But like, really, 5 kilometers, 5 kilometers further away, you can get it. Not even a problem. My friends just like, what? What are you scamming me? So I obviously took the lower one, just the normal one.
Yeah.
And then I just started like yelling at them through the phone, like, I want the bigger one, and why can't you get?
I want the big teddy bear. I want the big teddy bear, not the little
I
one.
want the big teddy bear. I want to pay for it. Here, take my money. There you go. So then they came. They installed a different kind of router. They get a special guy. He hooked up some other things and just went ham with the computer. And then it still didn't work on my PC. Everything was fine. The tablet, the laptop, everything worked. But I just upgraded my PC with new hardware, new processor, new motherboard as well. And I was like, oh, why doesn't it work? And I was so furious. And like, I called them up, and they restarted it 3 times from headquarters. And I was like, it still doesn't work. And I was like, oh, fuck it. Okay, well, restart my own. I looked at it, I was like, everything works. What's wrong? So I went to my computer, everything is in, and it gives me internet, but it's like 1 kilobyte.
Oh.
Like, not even. I was like, what? So I was like, what the fuck? And then I had a special program that's installed directly into my motherboard, which was like, internet keep up. It could register how many download you have, and which MS you have, and where all the bandwidth was going to which like kind of program. I was like, maybe that's just fucking it up, because it's still programmed on the older internet. So I deleted that, and everything was fine. But already because of that, they boosted my internet. So now I got cheaper internet, and it's faster.
Oh, well, there you go.
So there you go. Fun story. There you go.
Something to keep everyone entertained. Apparently, now we've got even a larger narrative to the family situation of Kremer. Apparently, according to one of our admins, Kremer's going to be rejoining on his brother's account. So, not really sure what's going on for him.
Is he fact man?
I don't know. Maybe. It could be the fact that his dad was the one could have been hacking on the account. You don't know. Maybe he just deleted the Steam account. He'd been using his dad's credit card.
Maybe he's like his dad, like also plays Counter-Strike or plays other games on Steam, and they share a Steam account.
Yeah.
And then it's like, get off my Steam account, son.
Yeah. It seems
that would be weird though. Like, okay, you're playing a tournament and you're not saying to your dad, look, yo, dad, I need to play this for like give me an hour.
Yeah.
Please.
Well, with these timeouts, it's I'm expecting a 2-hour long match, but seemingly a lot of chat activity. Although we can't see it on stream.
They're saying it's the longest game in history for European Amateur League, and they are saying sorry to us because we have to wait. So.
Oh, Lasco's joined on. Oh, what's going? Okay. Yeah, there we go. I think. Yep, we've got Lasco now. Oh.
Yeah, this should be Lasco.
Yeah.
on his brother's account.
Yeah, I think we're good. I'm not sure what's going on with... Oh, external. Yes, external's his brother, actually. Yeah, I remember that now. That confused me a little bit to what had happened there. And they're actually going to go into this round as a 4-man. And finally, we'll get to see some action as Kremer's dad, apparently turned off his router and then vac banned his Steam account. So, yeah, never mind. Anyway, narrative of the story is don't let your dad play on your computer or touch your router, apparently, especially when you're playing in officials for prize pool. But nonetheless, already underway, and the B site being taken down. DTJ does find one, but already trading out now. And, well, Plant going to be seceded onto the B site, courtesy of Restart, and Lucent starting to pinch in though, but UC already found now Restart. That grenade could find Ollie, doesn't do so though. Thankfully for him, but all down to him and Kashi. 15 HP now for him though. Kashi seemingly just waited out, does find a dint, but fortunately 3 HP onto Dixie. Not able to find it somehow. No. A little bit precarious for Kashi right now. Last man remaining. And they're just going to hunt for the frag. Extra little bit of economy as they do find it for Restart. And well, another round on the board for Snark there. They do now find themselves 6-12, but a lot of work still to do for them.
It's a turning point. Maybe.
Yeah, potentially for them, definitely.
Like, if the buy comes in now from Lucent, it's not perfectly. But let's see if they work it out. Bomb is still towards T-spawn on Snarks anyway, but looking some aggression. Nothing much coming in at this specific moment, but we're looking for it. Kramer's playing really close towards mid with it, MP7, but they want to get the kills. Playing very passive on both sides, seeing if anyone want to make a mistake. This specific moment, nobody actually wants to. They're just gonna take a look as now they want to take up mid control. Coming in, Kramer going them down as now Lasco pushing through. We'll find a second one as DTJ is there to refrag, but will be found by BTF. As now on the A-bomb side, UC finds the first one. Doesn't see the second though, was in the smoke. So that means Snark will collapse on towards the A side. But still UC is there. And what 2 players? Oh, he finds also Dixie. It's now BTF's last one alive. And UC finishes with a 3K. And Lucent finds the round and makes it 13-6. That actually shouldn't have been around for Lucent.
I really, really like that mid-play from Snark, though. They dropped the Molotov down over the top where, you're pretty much expecting a player. I'm assuming they were kind of expecting a slightly weaker buy. It was only one weapon difference, really, Kremer with that MP9. And they just forced him out of that position and then went for the frag. And it was just really, really smart. And it's nice to see that, Snark in such a situation, where they've got to start playing out these rounds. And they're still trying to have that tactical essence almost. And it's simple, but it's needed really to find them kind of advantages like that. Little things count right now for them. Everything they've got to do has got to be perfect. They can't afford any mistakes whatsoever. Lasco already trying to peek into mid. Could be found by Kashi's MP9 though, if he does just overextend and doesn't check that. Nobody's going to actually have the refrag potential for Kashi. Does have Kremer, but he's focusing just upper there. And, well, all ready to found Lasco. Does eventually find Kashi, already going to be traded out by Kremer, though. Only Dixie and BTF remaining. Dixie already eyeing up the A site out of main, though. Nothing to be found as of yet.
Oh, yeah, this specific moment, Dixie and BTF to do it. Dixie finds the first kill on towards A and brings it back to a 3 versus 2. Well, Kremer also been fine to BTF. That's 30 seconds on the clock and should be able to get the plant. Dude, they don't have utility really force any of his players still from site. Well, DTJ finds BTF. Hello, this with a weird spray through the smoke. As now it's Dixie. in a weird after-plan position. Could find the first one, doesn't really spot it. In a position to find the first frag. Is to 19 HP and let his position be known. As GTA is just gonna push into this. Knows he is a low HP and will find him pretty easily. As they will make it 14-6, and that also means that, well, Snark has one more buy into this. Then they will be on an eco.
Yeah, really horrible stuff for them. This round is crucial, and obviously they are going to fully invest in that. Even if they didn't really have the money, this is the point where you do need to invest fully and really force through everything you've got, because if you kind of lose this round, you're then at match point for Lucent, which means you've got to play out every round, and that's where, you know, you're going to fall. It can bring it back to overtime. Restart already finding Kashi there, but yeah, very difficult to bring it to that 15-15 scoreline when that kind of scenario happens. And DTJ does trade out now onto Koi, so a little bit difficult for Snark, really. Obviously, it's kind of equal, but the weapon advantage certainly not in their favor. Actually, Ollie, though, does have a UMP, so kind of equal, and already UC trying to make the odds out of their favour. Going to be traded, though. Once again, Kremer finding another one to restart, so... Ooh, DTJ, he's going to be punished for that missed shot. And now leaves it in a 2 versus 2, both Kremer and Ollie remaining for Lucent. Kremer actually already posted on highway, just waiting for Ollie's rotation. We'll just have to see what... Oh, and Kremer, gotta find that, doesn't know. Ollie, though, gonna trade that now. All down to Dixie to save the hopes and dreams of Snark, certainly does so. Gonna recover the AWP as a bonus, and well, finds himself a 3k. And the 7th round on the board for Snark now. 14-7, as Lucent do still have that advantage.
But they will go for pistol buy as they don't have any money to really get into the rifles. AWPs as they wanted to. They're going for the pistols, having some utility to work with, so they can smoke off mid, smoke off B if they so desire. Looks like they want to counter boost, but BTF is holding it, sees the head, and can pop it off. In the meanwhile, also from B, BTF is running over. DTF is running towards the main. It gets killed by an AWP. Now they will collapse on towards the A side, but UC is there with a crisp hat shot, but BTF is there to trade. Now it's 2 versus 4 as Highway. One player is committed, but he will be taken down. Kramer is not able to find a kill as well. Experience is there with AWP, doesn't get the first shot, but does connect the second, as Ollie's taking down, and Snark slowly but steadily getting back into this match.
Certainly are edging the way forward, and now obviously with that force buy in play means that Lucent got to eco through this one. You know, they obviously can't buy through this, and that's going to be difficult now, because that pretty much gives Snark a confirmed 9th round. There's pretty much no chance of losing this unless something goes drastically wrong, and they do stack towards the B site. So if in fact Lasco pushes out, realises the A site's clear, the bomb is positioned out towards there, and they are playing it slowly, obviously expecting them close held positions, then it could go in their favour. But Lasco's got to kind of push this, and you can see him just waiting up in Squeaky, expecting some kind of aggression, but they're not going to be seeing this, and they need to start moving now. Snark, Lucent already twitching, as you can see on the site. They're going to start moving. They do hear shots fired, but again, Lasco's still not pushing out. He needs to go now, and he's going to be waiting for the bomb, but they've got to start figuring this out. Obviously still waiting to at least find something. And here we go, already coming through garage, a full rotation for Lucent. Doesn't find one to BTF, but only Cashew remains of this now. DTJ going to be coming from the B site late, but awkward shots all around, but Restart finally closing it out. And another round on the board for Snark, 14-9, to start edging the way forward and bringing that scoreline closer, looking for the victory, which would put them through to the playoffs. And as I said before, either of these teams playing for that right now.
And Lucent could make this end pretty quickly if they play perfectly. Let's not get any momentum into the side as they will go for a very fast push towards A. No counter utility has been found, but GTA is in a very good position finding the first frag and doesn't really get traded as he finds the second as well. As Lesko is there, getting 1 kill. GTA is there for the third, and Lesko getting his second. As Experience also getting 1, and Ollie is there to find 1 frag of his own. Now Experience is the one left alive, finds the first one, needs to get a second, knows where he's playing from, goes for the jump to see if he's still there. Doesn't really see him though, as he's just been covered. The bomb is in an awkward position, but he still has 1 minute and 10 seconds on the clock as Ollie makes his way towards Highway. A very interesting play. Experience has an AWP, doesn't really switch to the pistol, still thinks he would be playing somewhere else, spots him with the shoulder peek, and then we'll get a different position. Utility will come in for the flash, doesn't really give it away. Period, has the angle, sees the leg, but doesn't connect the shot, and gets tagged to 5 HP. AWP could work out for him now, as Ollie climbs up, as Experience maybe doesn't really check for it. Ollie clashes in the end, 15-9, match point for Lucent.
Well, that was pretty much all resting on his shoulders there, and unfortunate for him, too many missed shots allows them to concede that round. And really now, Snark, if the pressure wasn't mounting already, well, it's just gone up to 100% in this server. It's just 9-15, 6-round difference. It is doable. Crazier things have happened, but whether they can start to close it out or not, it's just got to be seen. And Dixie actually behind it, don't spot UC dropping on that counter boost, and really, really awkward stuff. Dixie 1 HP after that, an absolute blistering the amount of shots there that UC was able to get off onto him. That shouldn't have happened. Really, really awkward stuff coming out, and now DTJ, kind of the man that's got to ward off this. Everyone except from Lasco, as he's going to be taken out, heading towards this B site, and already smoked out, and the nade going to be caught with his pounce down once again. BTF does find 1 now on Takashi as well. Snark going to have a clean plan, going to have time to get into a position, but BTF, that's going to be heard in fact, and now Kremer going to be able to call that out as well, but BTF already there, and now Restart aware of where he is, but this is going to be closed out as Lucent take this game 16-9 over Snark Esports. And well, quite an interesting game and quite a lengthy timeout midway through, but yeah, great game all round, and Snark not really all much there unfortunately, and obviously it's Lucent able to take that away quite easily.
Yeah, I think Snark just played it really weird. The moment they knew they still the utility, he